Third is the accept or reject a special order. It focuses on whether a specially priced order should be accepted or rejected. Now, what do you mean by special order? It is considered special because the price is lower than normal. Companies need to consider all relevant costs and benefits when considering a special order. Now, let's say, for example, I came into the Starbucks and the coffee is worth like 150 pesos if for the public or anyone who wants the coffee, but I asked the manager if I can buy it at 130. Then the manager would keep a consider if he will accept my special order or not, because there are factors that might affect if he accepts the special order. One is if there's an excess capacity. Number two, would it would it affect his regular customers? Like for example, if the regular customers ha, have got or uh, knew the knew that the manager accepted my special order, then it would cause discrimination and somehow lose the goodwill of the manager. So that is what we are considering here in the accept or reject a special order. The company, in accepting or rejecting a special order, they're much more considering if they have capacity or rather excess capacity in accepting a special order. Because if it hasn't and they accepted a special order, then it would lose a lot of profits because it accepted a special order that is lower than what it could got if it were accept the regular orders from its regular customers. Now illustration is shown here. CJ Incorporated can make 10,000 banners per month. CJ can sell 9,000 banners per month to PBA fans for 10 pesos per banner. The company's cost per banner based on making 10,000 banners are as follows. Prime cost is 5 pesos and overhead cost is 3 pesos. Overhead is two-thirds fixed at that volume. MBA offers to buy 1,000 banners with special MBA insignias for 7 pesos per banner. Printing the special insignias will cost CJ 200. Required is should CJ accept this special order. Now, let's do this. Let's answer this illustration. Now, in answering this problem, it would be more preferable if we identify the relevant and irrelevant fixed costs as what we did in the last two problems. Now here, let's identify the relevant cost. Now the relevant cost is as follows. Now the total sales for banner is 10 pesos and the cost per banner of making 10,000 banners is as follows. The prime cost $5 or 5 pesos rather, overhead cost 3 pesos, of which two-thirds is fixed, so we're just going to consider the variable fixed cost, which is 1. Now, in identifying for the special order, it is already indicated here that MBA wants a banner of 7 pesos rather than the 10 pesos sales. And accepting this order would incur an additional cost due to the specialties, which amounts to 200 pesos. And with that, we can already just move on to the solution. Now here, it was already indicating the problem that the number of, or rather the number of units that is being requested by the customer is 1,000 and he is bargaining for 7 pesos rather than 10 pesos. So para lang nasa divisorya na tawad-tawad. So ang ating problema dito ay tatanggapin ba natin yung tawad o hindi? And ano ba yung magiging profit natin doon? So yun yung simpleng explanation dito sa accept or reject. So with that, we already identified the incremental or relevant cost rather. So the prime cost, which is 5, variable overhead cost, as what we have said, 1 per 1,000 1 pesos per unit, and times 1,000, you will get the 1,000 variable overhead, and the additional cost due to the specialties 200 get the sum of those incremental costs, and we'll get a 6.2. And with that, we'll get a incremental profit of 800. So should we reject or accept? It depends. Well, in this case, in this calculation, yes, we should accept because we'll get a incremental profit of 800, but we also have to consider the other external factors such as would would it affect our operations because we're going to lose outside customers who are willing to buy the product for 10 rather than 7, and also would it hamper or would it damage the relationship between us, the suppliers, and our other customers, because the customers would think that it would they would think that it would be unfair or discriminating if we accept the order which is 7 pesos rather than the 10 pesos.